Hey everybody, so it looks like it is official. Angular 19 has dropped. D-R-O-P-E-D dropped. Um, Looks like it came out about 4 hours ago. So yeah, so that's that. This weekend I'll be doing some Angular 19 stuff. Uh, it'll be cool. Anyways, there's some interesting stuff. 3.4 weekly million in weekly downloads. I don't know. I wonder. Curious how that. Since we're here, I'm curious how that compares to React. I mean, I just don't even know. I don't have the vaguest idea. I'm not trying to pick a fight here. I'm just so I guess this is React. Here's a JavaScript library. Wow, 27 million. uh, Weekly downloads. So apparently React is downloaded a lot more than Angular. Um, I I guess I'm surprised by that. I don't know. You know, I think so it's weird because I definitely see a lot more jobs for React than Angular, but then I wonder. Then I hear React people tell me that they see a lot more Angular jobs than React. Because I think it's that the grass is always greener, and then I don't even know if like how much you can trust data in general. Anyways, like if it's hard because like I'll get literally 10 or 15 um, reach outs for the same job, and then it's like so it's very very difficult to tell. But anyways, yeah. So one thing is for sure is that React is downloaded a lot more often than Angular, so you can't deny that. I remember when I was a kid, I grew up in a small town, and a barber was once asking me like if there were a lot of pretty girls in the town I lived in, and he goes, and I said no, and he goes, well, the good news is you only need one. 3.5 million downloads. You only need one job, so there's plenty of probably jobs. Um, Although I think computer programming in general, it's kind of become a lot tougher to get a job right now. Um, it definitely goes up and down, like, and when it's down, it's always like, oh man, it's never coming back. And they give all these genius reasons why it's never coming back. And then when it's up, they give a ton of genius reasons why it's never going down. So, you know, it comes and it goes. It definitely comes and goes. All right. So we want to get near working. Um, and yesterday we did all the form creation. So it kind of seems like there's two pieces you need to do in the TypeScript. First, you need to set up the uh, form controls, and then second, you need to set up the handlers. Um, but it seems like the natural thing to do in between is to update the form. Um, it's the template, the markup. So, um, so this one is definitely called near, and I guess yeah, shit. I need to say fog near, right? I think. I don't know. And then I'm going to get rid of both of these. I wish there was a good way to comment things out. I wonder if that comment works. I just hit control and slash left, and that tends to be a comment. Doesn't look like it likes that though. So, anyways, well, let's just go ahead, and then this is. I think it's just called near in the component itself. Um, yeah, it's just called near. Alt tab's not going to work because it's the same application. Near. And then I think that's all good. And then we definitely want to say if near as error invalid. Okay, this is like the fog, where the fog starts. Let's just see if that compiles. Yeah, it didn't surprise me that didn't compile. Um, let's just get rid of that for the moment. And let's see what we get here. Oh, so that looks good. 12. So let's see. So if I created a mesh, let's imagine we create a mesh and we animate it to go from -10 on the Z to 0. And then we go ahead and we turn on some fog and we give it background color of red. We give it so background color is definitely the wrong word. It's so funny that I took this long to notice it. So I don't see any fog. And it seems like I should have no. Oh, I probably, okay, another thing that needs to be, let's just let's do this, add a mesh. Okay, so the camera's at 5. So now let's go to the scene and let's just turn on our linear fog and let's go ahead and fix that. This should be fog color, not background color. So it's red and we're not seeing anything. And I don't know why. I don't know what we would do. Now when we change this, it's not changing because, you know, our near value down here isn't changing. And I think there's a handler that handles that. So I don't know what to do. Kind of want to investigate the fog, but I guess it would be better just to finish this up and then investigate what's going on with the fog. It might need light. It might only work for, so let's go ahead and add a light and then change this to a material that responds to light. Fong. So I don't see my, oh, okay, because my light is going to be sitting at 0, so it's sitting on top. So 2. So, oh well, no. Let's change its intensity to like 10. Yeah, so it's white. And then let's go ahead and move this thing back to like -5. And then, so our fog, we have fog and it's supposed to be red and it's not, we're not seeing anything. So I don't know what the deal is on that. Because this definitely falls between the 1 and the 5 because it should be, it's like 9 away from the camera right now. 10 away from the camera. So it should be sitting in a fog. I don't know why it's not working. I know my dog is whining over there. I think she senses my dismay. All right, so one thing I forgot is that we want to add to the form something that will validate for tokens, launch info, fog color change, something that will handle the changes. Oh, I guess this must be where we're doing it. Okay, so if this not, so it looks like this is where we do the fog density. So it looks like we want to do something along these lines. So there's 3 things you have to do. Let's see, we got some extra spaces here that we might as well take care of while we're here. So we're saying, hey, if the value of the form, if there is a value for near, and type of near, then f near num is form value near. Sort of vaguely remember coding this before, so it's like no reason to like have a deep understanding of what is going on. Alright, so looks like I missed something. I don't know where that near gets, this guy gets created. His equivalent is this f density. Oh, let f density. Oh, okay, so f near. And then if this scene dot fog density. I don't know what this scene is. What is scene? Okay, this scene is equal to 3. Oh. Oh, 3 item values. Let's go to that definition. Okay, let's go back. So this is definitely a little bit outside of what I was expecting. Okay, so I get a scene object. So let's see what a scene object is. Go to definition. It's a scene interface. Go to scene interface. So it is near. That is what it's called. Object is possibly. So it's saying that scene might be, is possibly, but it didn't care here. What did I do? What did I do different? Okay, so this scene. Well, am I outside of that? Ah, okay. So basically all of this was inside of this ensuring that the scene exists, and then I copied everything outside of that little helper. So let's, okay, what's the problem now? I think maybe I needed to grab one more. Yep, okay. One more bracket. Now we got nothing but red down here. It's very upset. Control Z. Control Z. Okay, so everybody's happy. Okay, so let's just start all over again. I totally had forgotten that we have to update the form. And I'm really confused at why the fog isn't working at all. But, we'll have to dig into that. 2 F near. Near. This is one of the things that's kind of a bummer about working with uh, with forms. I've found that it's very difficult to like it. You have to do a lot of string conversions with the form elements. With the what are these things called? Form controls. There we go. Now, if seen near, so we only want to do the update if it's actually changed. Is it not equal to near? Then scene.near. If near. The F is for float, in case you were wondering. And then tell it to update the whole scene. So really, I don't know. I'm not really expecting the fog to work because I don't know why it's not working at all. And I don't even know what to expect because it's been a while. But what I would like to see is that value change down there. So we definitely saw that. So linear, I don't know why the linear fog is not working. Maybe it's because of the background color. Like if I have a white background color, and then I have a fog, and the fog is purple. If we add a mesh, so you can't see the mesh because it's white. And edit, and then yeah, see the red isn't happening at all. It kind of, I don't know what to expect. Scene, the fog color, change it to 1. It's black fog. I don't know. Fog is 0, so it's 0. I don't know. I don't know what we're. I don't know what to expect. Pretty sure we had tested fog before and it was doing something. The linear fog was doing something. I guess we could look in the console and see if anything's broken. Yeah, nothing is broken. And then let's see. Let's just do a console log here. Updating the scene. And then let's see, we'll just go here. Linear. Make that a 10. So the scene did update. Go ahead and put a break line in there. Reduce that back to 1. And then let's go ahead and expand this. Yeah, I think a new Chrome came out today as well. Or that might have been yesterday. Let's see. So we update our scene. Let's see, is near actually different? Oh no, see, near is, well, what's our scene item? Near is still 1. Okay, so, well, we know that's not good, I don't think. Let's see what we did last time with the scene fog density, scene near, F near. Well, let's look, see what happens here. So for some reason the near wasn't updating, so I'm kind of glad we caught that. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Okay, so we already have a debug statement in here. Oh wait, it might have the near. I had set it to 1. Okay. So this scene near. Okay, so that is right. So let's go in there. Set up scene. Showtime scene service. Get the scene. It's been so long. Update the signal. And then I think, okay, so probably should have gone in there. Yeah, let's go ahead and put another break tag there and make this 1 again. Okay, it's okay if it's 1. Boom. Set up scene, go in there. Get scene. So this is getting all this, basically the actual ThreeJS scene. No, maybe. Yeah, that is not the ThreeJS scene. I don't think this is our scene item. And then, okay, so I think what happens is in our 3 service, there's a renderer. Update camera type, add light. It's been forever since I've been in here. Process, publish. Let's see. Can't even remember how that all that stuff works. So let's go to the 3 service. What? Well, why did you tell me you found it? 3JS. Okay, so I think I recently moved it. So maybe that's... Okay, set up scene, basically get scene, update the scene. We have this update scene, prune animation pairs, set up scene. I don't think this does. What does that one do? Yeah, so that doesn't actually do anything with the scene. Okay, so let's find the very first scene, like a 3JS. Okay, so I have this 3JS scene service, so I'm guessing this is where... Oh man, why did you do that? definition. Okay, so over here it says a fog, otherwise, and then, okay, so it'll be interesting to see if this is happening. Oh, wrong one. We know that one's happening because that one we've seen work. I'm just going to give it like 4 question marks. 5 question marks. Okay, now let's come back over here. And let's come back to here and say linear. I think at this point we should already have our 5 question marks, right? Yeah. Okay, so linear, and now I'm going to change my near to 10. And then, so that's a gray item, scene item. Near is 10, far is 100. So the fog was set to linear. Okay. Let's go back to ChatGPT. What does linear fog do in ThreeJS? Okay. So anything that is closer than the near distance will show with no fog effect. Oh, anything that's farther than the distance will be completely merged. Okay, so it might have been just too close, because like 100. That was probably the problem. Is that the far is so far away. Let me change my far. The default far. So alt back. I know. I should have just. Is it here? Get scene values. Where do we set this thing? Scene interface. Go to definition. So I don't think I want the 3. I think I want the Showtime scene service. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to set the far default to 10. Now we are looking at my last video. That's pretty cool. All right. So let's go ahead and add a mesh. Okay, this mesh is currently 5 away. Now we're going to come over here and we are going to set the scene to linear. Okay, and we're already seeing stuff. Okay, so the problem was that 100, the amount that it affects it is kind of based on how far whatever the item is away from you. And 100 100 is really far, and so I was only showing it at like 5, so it was barely affected it. Like you can see, like basically we're sitting at 5 away. Near is 1. Um, so if I made near 6, it's not in the fog. But if I made near 2, it's in the fog. Barely, and then it ends at 10. So if it was beyond 10, 3, which we can emulate that. So 3 is, oh, the near is 3. So it's 3 away, and okay, so 1. I don't know if 0 is legal. It looks like 0 is legal, um, which makes sense that 0 would be legal. But what I can do is I can go to the camera and I can get closer. So right now the camera is at 5. So if I made the camera 4, or actually I can make the camera 6, I'm getting farther away. And it gets redder. 7. Man, moving the camera is really making it slow. 8. So now I'm sitting at 8. This thing is sitting at 0. It's almost completely red. And then 10. So now it's beyond the far, or it's at the far. So, and we can even animate this. And as you see, as we get closer, it's like the fog is slowly, like you're not seeing as much fog as we get closer to it, which I think makes sense. And so now let's go to my scene and change the near to 4. So now we get completely where the fog isn't there yet. So that's cool. That's really cool. It's kind of a bummer that I went with a far of 100. That made the testing very confusing, and this video probably way longer than it should have been. Happy coding, everybody. Bye.